Okay, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon, kung nasan man po kayo. Welcome po dito sa Usapang OFW na dinadala sa inyo ng OFW Radio UK. Nagmumula po dito sa London, England. At ang oras po natin ngayon, ang oras na natin, alas 2:30. At gusto po natin paalalahanan yung mga kasama natin na nandito sa UK na malamig, no? Yung mga pangpapasok sa gabi. Ang temperature po natin ngayon ay 4 degrees, no? So, huwag niyo pong kalimutan, dalhin yung mga jacket niyo para paglabas ninyo mamayang gabi, no? Ay medyo warm tayo. At hindi na lang i-consider muna yung coronavirus. So, gusto po nating batiin yung nasa Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao na nakikinig sa atin o makikinig sa atin, yung mga kapamilya natin sa Facebook. At sa Middle East, binabati po rin natin sila sa Amerika, sa Canada. At yung last time, meron tayong sa Cyprus, no? At yung huling biyahe naman natin, meron tayong na kapamilya sa Brunei. No? At higit sa lahat, gusto po nating batiin yung mga taga-Biliran, no? Biliran ng, kumusta po kayo dyan? Biliran, Eastern Visayas, no?
Yes.
At ito po ay isang special edition ng Usapang OFW sapagkat normally po ay Sabado yung ginagawa natin. Dahil po sa tayo mayroong very, very special guest, no? Straight po mula sa Pilipinas at particular po galing po doon sa bayan ninyo, sa Biliran, no? Kaya binabati po namin kayo doon. Merong Naval bata, I think taga-Naval yung guest natin.
Yes.
Ito pong guest natin ito po yung naging isang controversial. No? Pwede ba yung sabihin? Ha? Naging sensational, no? At naging kung saan nag-iisa ba itong lumalaban sa kanyang mga kosa. No? So, abangan po ninyo at maya-maya lang ay ihaharap namin sa inyo itong aming very special guest. No? At maliban doon, sabi nga po, ay kakausapin po natin siya puso sa puso at anumang katanungan na sabi niya, ready po siyang sagutin. No? Sapagkat sabi nga natin mula sa umpisa, ang OFW po ay hindi partisan ito. No? Hindi po ito katulad ng ibang media, no? Kaya dito po ay we will try to be very, very objective sa mga tanong po natin dito sa pangalanan ko na nga, no? Para alam nila si Atty. Glenn Chong ng Biliran, Eastern Visayas, no? So inuulit ko po, abangan po ninyo sapagkat ito pong panelist natin ay magtatanong sa kanya, sabi nga, no holds barred, no? At sinabi po naman niya kanina, handang-handa siya, anumang katanungan. And that makes this issue ay napakaganda at very interesting. So, bago po dyan, papakilala ko sa inyo yung ating mga panelists, no? Meron po tayong guest panelist po natin, pero ating pangalawan mo nito, di ba?
Yes.
This is the second time, no? Si Miss Janet Panaligan, siya po ay nagre-represent ng medical workers association. So, mga community leader po ito. At ang katabi po naman niya ay dati po ito ay nagdala ng 1,000 OFWs, no? Medical staff. That was 15 years ago. 20 years ago. At siya ngayon ay host ng programa ng OFW Radio, yung Hoy Puloy, no? Siya po yung komentarista doon, si Mr. Abel Canlas po, no? At dito naman sa tabi po, sa kaliwa ko po, ay ito naman ay publisher po ng, sabi nga, yung newspaper po niya, yung One Philippines, ay naging Community Publisher of the Year for 2019 at Best Media Award for 2019 as well. So, bibigay ko po sa kanila, no, na makapagbati sila. Miss Janet?
Siguro naman na
sige.
Okay, magandang araw po sa lahat ng ating taga-subaybay ng OFW Radio UK. Saan man po kayo naroon, ako po ay bumabati sa inyo ng magandang araw. Sana po ay kayo pagpalain ng Panginoon. At inyong mga pamilya, ito po ang aming programang Usapang OFW. This is a special edition po dahil meron kaming guest na special one po. Abangan ninyo at i-introduce po mamaya nitong acting co-panelist na si Janet. Once again, ito po ang OFW Radio UK. Ako po si Mangabel, host po ng Hoy Hoy Hoy, Puloy Pinoy.
Okay.
Okay, magandang umaga po at magandang gabi sa lahat po ng mga Pilipino kung saan man kayo naroon. At gusto ko rin po batiin ang mga OFW kahit sa ang panig ng mundo. Maraming pong salamat.
Okay.
Po.
Greet ka
Ako
muna.
po si Janet Panaligan. Kumusta po kayong lahat sa buong mundo na nanonood nitong ating special edition ng OFW Radio UK. Ako po isang OFW dito sa London for since 2003 po. It's almost, I think, almost 20 years na po ako naging OFW. At isa po ako sa mga kababayan natin dito na passionate. Maski nandito na kami sa UK or sa ibang bansa man kami, passionate kami sa ating bayan.
Okay, pero yung 20 years na yun, hindi nakita sa mukha mo eh. Hindi ka ata tumanda ng 20 years eh. Ano ba sikreto?
Bata lalo.
Pagmamahal sa bayan.
Amen. At bago po tayo pumunta doon sa, sabi nga rin, doon sa yung pinakalaman ng programa, ay i-recognize po namin yung director namin, yung cameraman namin, si Dex Uliciano. Kung wala po siya, wala ito. At syempre, ang sarap po ng kinain namin kanina. Ano nga ito? Ang tawag doon?
Seafood budol.
Budol fight, no?
Budol ata.
Budol, no? Oo, seafoods. Pakiano nga si Ma'am, ano, at
Ang ating host, si Miss Tessie at Efren Jeronimo from Nueva Ecija.
okay, maraming salamat po. Sana meron pang kasunod.
Definitely.
Kasi po, I mean, as you will know, ito pong OFW, ito po ay parang home studio, no? Last time nandun kami sa ibang lugar, no? At ang intention po niya is to reach out, no? Although ang home base po natin ay dun sa Willesden, that can only accommodate 6 or 7. So ang ginawa po natin, kaya tayo nandito ngayon, and it's very lucky tayo na dito si attorney, no? Na nandito tayo ngayon, baka sa susunod sa iba naman. No? So, meron pa ba tayong dapat pasalamatan? Baka meron tayong nakakalimutan.
Meron na tayong mga audience ngayon na
Ayun.
mamaya pagkatanong din sila.
Oo.
Participate rin sila.
Okay, yung nga pala mong nasabi, meron tayong selective lang po kasi itong mga audience natin dito. At yung audience natin ay magbibigay sila ng katanungan. Sabi nga po ng isa, mula din sa puso, yung itatanong niya kay attorney, at ang sagot nun mula din sa puso, sigurado yun, no?
Puso sa puso.
Sa puso sa puso. So, I think na-recognize na natin. Yung po mga, hindi namin nasabi yung pangalan, pasensya na po at kakapusin tayo ng oras. At ito po ay special edition kaya 2 oras po yung tanungan natin. No? At sa kinakailangan mapunta na tayo doon kagad, no? So, ngayon po Janet, magbibigay po siya ng introduction sa ating special guest ngayong araw.
Okay, thank you OFW Radio Online UK for having me as a guest panelist dito sa edition, special edition natin. And it's my honor po to introduce our special guest for today. Siya po ay isang naging congressman sa Biliran noong 2007 to 2010 po. At siya po isang fighter for clean election in the Philippines and known as the Tigre ng Biliran.
Okay.
Siya po ay isang lawyer at isang CPA rin. At nag-run rin po siya as senador last year sa May 2019 election. A very well-loved po siya na crusader ng kanyang mga milyon-milyong supporters all over the world. At nandito po siya ngayon sa kanyang Europe tour at kasali dito ang UK. Kaya nandito siya for a few days dito sa atin sa United Kingdom. We are proud to present to you our special guest, Atty. Chong.
Okay, welcome po, attorney.
Sir, thank you.
Napakabata niyo po. Batang-bata kayo. welcome po dito sa London, England, no? At I think gusto rin nilang mag-welcome sa inyo. No?
Yeah. Well, it is our great pleasure and honor to have the attorney to be our first guest
For 2020.
of 2020. And that's why I called him the special one. So because this is the special edition. Okay? Sa lahat po ng ating tagapakinig at taga-subaybay ng OFW, yan po ay palakpakan po natin.
Okay.
Hey.
Welcome po dito sa UK at sa
Thank you, sir.
OFW Radio.
Okay, ako po ay maligaya at nakasalumpalad ko kayo ngayong araw na ito. Nung Monday, nung ko lang nalaman na binata pa pala si Sir. Pero marami raw nagmamahal.
Siyempre naman.
Napakarami.
Oo, siyempre.
Siyempre, ang mga kababayan natin Pilipino. See? Welcome to London.
Sir, thank you so much for your warm welcome. Sir, the honor and pleasure is mine. You know, this is my second time to come to the United Kingdom. The first time I was here, I was congressman. I attended a conference in Belfast.
Okay.
And then I came to London. Doon po ako nakitira sa dalawang mag-asawa mula sa Biliran. So I stayed there in their home and we went around by the tube.
Okay.
Dito ang nagpipick up sa akin either Mercedes-Benz or BMW. Oh, and I tell you honestly, this is the only time the first time I rode on a Mercedes-Benz was
Wala pa yung Jaguar,
in the United States. Oo. Hindi naman ako sumasakay ng Mercedes-Benz. Mahal eh. I don't want to buy. Besides, I can't afford. So dito nakakasakay ko ng Mercedes-Benz, nakakasakay ng BMW. Well, aside from that, kidding aside, I really feel the warmth of the love of our fellow Filipinos here. Not only here from when I landed in Italy, and then in Abu Dhabi pa. When I passed there, daming Filipino natin mga kababayan doon. Then here sa UK, Germany, France, and onto the United Kingdom. I really felt your love, your support, and I am very grateful. I always tell that yung pagtiwala ninyo, yung pagmamahal ninyo is always in my heart. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here, because I want to thank you all personally. Yung personal akong nagpapaabot ng aking pagpapasalamat sa inyo, and it's a continuing one. It never ends. So if ever I have another chance to come over to the United Kingdom, I will present myself again to you and I will thank you again. Baka sasabihin nyo, paulit-ulit na lang.
Pagbalik ni
Very
Atty.
welcome.
May kasama ng asawa.
Sir, teka muna. Marami akong kalaban sasagutin ko yan mamaya. But anyway, guys, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Lalong-lalo na po sa ating mga mahal na OFWs, wherever you are in the world. I thank you and I wish you all the best.
Okay, ano po naman yan? So, actually gusto ko sanang itanong po yung bakit kayo nandito, no? Pero sinagot niyo na po, no? Napakaganda para pasalamatan niyo yung mga kapamilya nating OFWs, no? At siyempre, nasabi niyo kanina, malaman din kung ano yung mga problema nila, yung mga ganung bagay, no? Pero tatanong ko sana yun, pero nasagot niyo na po no?
I actually promised that, sir, nung election time, because a lot of our OFWs wanted me to come and campaign.
Okay.
But then, if I will have to come to Europe, it will cost me about 21 days minimum. I mean, I cannot afford it because the campaign is also ongoing in the Philippines.
Okay.
So, I cannot come to one country and then hindi ko sisiputin yung iba. So, I told myself, and yung mga OFW leaders natin, I will come after the elections, win or lose, I will come to thank. And here I am.
Okay, so yung mga kapamilya po nating OFWs, malinaw na pinaabot sa inyo yung taus-pusong pasasalamat ni Atty. Chong sa suporta ninyo at pagmamahal sa kanya. Yun po, di ba ganun po? Di?
Oh, I thought, sir, yung mga nanalo na pumunta rin dito. Tapos salamat, hindi pala. Ako pa lang nauna. Maybe, sir, pag nakita siguro nila, pupunta din sila rito. Magpasalamat.
Okay, I think punta na po tayo. Kasi
Sir.
para makarami tayo ng,
Yes, sir.
ng mga katanungan, no? Kasi ito pong mga tanong na ito, sabi nga po natin, which is napakaganda sinabi nyo, ready kayo, no? No
Yes, sir.
holds barred, no?
Yes, sir.
We will try to be very objective, no? At doon po kasi nung Monday po, no, napakaganda, nung nasabi nyo, mayroong nagtanong, I think from Bisda, na sinabi na, napakaganda yung
I
sabi
remember
po
that
doon, no?
question.
Yung sinabi nyo, dapat mag-isip kayo para makapag-engage kayo sa ating gobyerno. Yun po, nagbigay sa amin ng okay, no holds barred ito, no? It's ready ito. No? At saka nasabi nyo na rin doon, maraming fake news No?
Marami.
Marami, no? Katulad po sa inyo, may mga tatanungin kami sa inyo, either fake ba ito o hindi,
Yes, sir.
no? At walang ibang makakasagot niya kundi kayo
Yes, sir.
Hindi, wala pong personalan dito.
Yes, sir.
No? Let's try to be very objective. We will try to be academic dito.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Understood.
Unang tanong po natin. Oo. At I think yung publisher po natin,
Yung katabi ko.
kayong katabi niyo.
Okay, unang katanungan.
Tanong.
Attorney, kayo
Sir.
ay lalong nakilala o naging popular dahil sa inyong pagpuna sa Smartmatic.
Yes, sir.
Lalong-lalo na noong nagbigay kayo ng comment na mayroong fraud at nagmanipulasyon sa resulta ng Vice Presidente. Kaya nanalo si Robredo. Meron ba kayong ebidensya at mga witness o saksi sa inyong aligasyon kung sino ang mga gumawa? Dapat lang magkaroon ng resulta. Tatapusin ko, Tony, ang
Yes, sir.
aking tanong. Kayo ba ang dahilan kung bakit nagprotesta si Bongbong Marcos?
Okay, sir. That's a very good question.
Ang galing na question,
No one has ever asked me that question.
Dito po, katulad na sinabi ko sa inyo, no?
Yes,
We
yes.
will try to be very objective.
Well, I take this opportunity talaga to clarify many things about me.
That's right.
Oh, because kaya nga sir, di ba sabi ko, I don't want to look at your questions.
Yeah, okay.
You shoot them as you want them, and then I will answer you right away.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, doon tayo sa ebidensya. You have to understand na nung nagsalita po ako, it was in the context of a Senate hearing. Nag-hearing po tayo. In the Senate, you cannot say falsehoods. Kasi you take an oath. Di ba? You swear that you will have to tell the truth. So, I took that oath under pain of perjury. Oh, so, siyempre, abogado din po ako. Baka makulong ako doon o ma-cited in contempt ako. So, when I took the oath, that means I was ready to answer as faithfully and truthfully as I can. So, ang sagot ko po dyan, sir, aside from those that I've already presented in the Senate, meron po yung PowerPoint presentation. Si Mrs. Robredo filed actually a motion to investigate Glenn Chong in the Presidential Electoral Tribunal. Nag-file po siya ng 50-page motion sa PET. Ito yung Presidential Electoral Tribunal, otherwise our Supreme Court. So, pinaimbestiga po niya ako kung bakit meron akong mga dokumento from Ragay, Camarines Sur, which is not part of the, what is this? Hindi part ng protested precincts. Okay. So, ang Supreme Court nagpalabas po ng order for me to file comment. Ang deadline ko po noon natandaan ko, October 22, 2018. Oo, so, I drafted my reply. Ang ginawa ko, ito yung sinabi ko sa Senate, ito yung ebidensya ko. Ito yung sinabi ko sa Senate, ito yung ebidensya ko. All in all, I filed a 250-page comment. Kasi ang motion po ni Vice President Leni Robredo is 50-page. So, siyempre, iniisa-isa ko yung lahat ng allegations doon. And then, sinagot ko rin with evidence. So, kaya umabot po ang sagot ko ng 250 pages. And I waited for the Supreme Court to issue a gag order kasi yun ang hiningi niya to issue a gag order for me to stop talking about this because meron ngang issue of election fraud sa Presidential Electoral Tribunal. But mula noon hanggang ngayon, wala naman pong lumabas na gag order from the Supreme Court. I believe that the Supreme Court justices saw what I was talking about. Ito yung sinabi kong dahian, ito yung ebidensya, ito yung sinabi kong dahian, ito yung ebidensya. So, wala akong lumabas na gag order because I think the Supreme Court is also aware that I am speaking based on my constitutional right of freedom of speech and of expression. Political issue po ito.
Okay.
Now, on the second question ni Kuya Ray, ano nga ba yung second question? Ako ba ang dahilan kung bakit nagprotesta si BBM?
Yes.
Hindi po. Hindi po ako. You have to understand. Masakit man isipin. Ako po yung unang biktima 2010 pa po.
Okay.
2010 pa po ako kumbaga sa Cebuano pa, yawit ng yawit. Talk and talk. Yung mga Cebuano dyan, mga bisdak dyan, alam nyo, yawit ng yawit ako dyan, kahit saan ako. Imagine, I was the first victim in 2010 all the way until 2020. I've been talking about this for 10 years. Bongbong Marcos came into the picture in 2016 lang, di ba?
Yeah.
Well, I must admit, before the elections, that was November 2015, 16 ang elections eh. November 2015, I presented before Senator Marcos, Senator pa siya at that time, I presented what I have gathered over the last 2010, 2013 elections.
Okay.
So alam niya kung anong nangyayari. But of course, I cannot force him. Ang akin naman, this was the presidential election of President Duterte. So ang akin naman, in a bid to keep our elections clean, nagpalabas po ako sa social media ng price list. So nakalagay po doon, senators 100 million, governors 50 million, congressman 30 million, mayors 10 to 20 million, depende po sa internal revenue allotment kasi doon babawi para makabayad. Tapos may bago silang produkto. Konsihal, 100,000 per month, 20 months to pay. So installment yon kasi konsihal lang eh. Pero 2 million. Kasi 20 months to pay, 100,000 per month. Ang source ko naman dito, obispo mismo. Kasi po, nagrally po ako sa Comelec, pumunta po itong obispo. Sabi ko, Bishop, bakit nandito kayo? Sabi niya, because I believe you. Sabi ko, why? Sabi niya, doon sa aking lugar sa Laguna, pinagtatanong ko yung mga politiko. Magbabayad na lang daw sila kaysa matsugi sila pagdating sa eleksyon. And then he was the one who provided me yung 100,000 per month, 20 months to pay. So, I put it there, sir, in my Facebook, under my name. Nakalagay pa doon, terms and conditions of sale. Para talagang negosyo. 50% down payment, 50% upon proclamation. May warranties of sale pa. Tapos may discount card pa ako doon. Yung Suki card at yung wholesale discount card. It was all under my name. But I keep challenging the Comelec and Smartmatic, sue me. Kung hindi totoo ang mga sinasabi ko. And they have not sued me in the last 10 years. Kasi alam nila the moment they sue me, all hell will break loose. Hindi nila alam kung ano pang hawak ko. That's what they are afraid of me. Kaya nga, umabot tayo sa panahon na pinatay nila ang aking personal aide na kinakapatid ko si Richard Santillan because it was to send a message to me. So therefore, sir, in short, hindi po ako ang rason kung bakit nagprotesta si Bongbong. Maybe, hindi naman po ako ang abogado. Ang abogado si George Garcia. But in fairness naman, George Garcia is also my lawyer in 2010. Nung nagprotesta po ako sa House of Representatives, co-counsel yan ng counsel ko. Okay, ganito na lang. Ang abogado ko sa aking protesta ay na kay Leni Robredo. Ang co-counsel niya ay na kay Bongbong Marcos. So you get what I mean? Ang abogado ko, when I protested in 2010, ang abogado ko, abogado ni Leni Robredo ngayon. Ang other lawyer ko, abogado din ni BBM ngayon. So, I stand in the middle. Ang akin lang is, this is my message. Our elections are being cheated. We need to make a stand. We need to fight.
So, yun ang pinaka-campaign po ninyo, no?
Yes, sir.
Kasi yung mga issue doon na dinis-own nyo yung Marcoses, di ba? At meron
Ako ang dinis-own ni Marcos.
Ako dinis-own at meron dalawang...
That I'm not their lawyer, which is true naman.
So, may yun po mga documented galing sa Senate, ano? Which,
yes, sir.
Nakikita naman yung ano nyo doon when Senator Frank Drilon, I think, he was the one doing beacon, di ba?
I will clarify that one, sir. Yung sa kay Senator Drilon. He was actually in possession of a paper. Totoo naman na nakalagay yung pangalan ko doon. We are appointing Attorney Glenn Chong as representative in the decrypting ba yun? Or, yung decrypting doon sa Comelec. Wala po ako, hindi po ako pumunta doon. Hindi po ako pumunta because, I will admit, 6 months po yung pag-process na yun. Ayoko po pumunta doon araw-araw. Hindi ko po kaya yun. And it was in Laguna. So I didn't go there. Good enough, it turned out to be a blessing in disguise because eventually Senator De Leon will ask me about it. Then doon naman sa PET, wala po ako doon talaga. Kaya sabi ko po, i-check nyo po yung CCTV ng Supreme Court. Hindi nyo po makikita kahit kaluluwa ko po. Because I never went there.
So I think para kasi that's too legalistic yung ano na yun, no? Sa mga nakikinig sa atin, baka hindi maunawaan, no?
Opo.
So isi-simplify na lang natin, no? Kasi that's highly technical, legalistic, no?
Yes, sir.
Yung mga ganung puntos. I think ang tanong dun kayo ba ang dahilan?
Hindi.
So nasagot po ba yun? Nasagot? Oo.
Yeah.
So may follow-up question?
Pwedeng mag-follow-up question.
Ay, sige, sir. Kahit
Also,
10 pa yan.
Smartmatic. Okay. Bakit hindi ipinahinto ng Smartmatic? Instead, ginastusan pa at nagbigay pa ng budget na 10 billion pesos para gamitin noong 2019 election. Ano ang meron na namang dayaan?
Sir, actually, I have always maintained this again and again. Si Comelec at si Smartmatic ay magkakonsyabo. It cannot be done without the Comelec approving it or going along with it. Remember, we have 2010. Noong 2010, ang binayad po natin kay Smartmatic is about 10 billion. Arkila lang po yun ng makina. Noong 2013, nagbayad ulit tayo ng 1.2 billion. Binili na natin yung makina. Pag 2016, tinapon na po yung mga makina na yun. Kasi hindi na pwedeng gamitin. Nagbayad ulit tayo ng Arkila, rent, for 10 billion pesos again to Smartmatic. In 2019, nagbayad ulit tayo ng 2.2 billion para bilhin ang inarkila natin. So, ibig sabihin po mga kababayan, every 2 elections, we pay billions of pesos. But after the 2 elections, itatapon na po yung mga makina dahil hindi na po magagamit.
Disposable.
That's the right term. Naging disposable na po. Bakit po ganun? Except if magkakonsabo sila dyan. Gusto nilang gamitin because they know it delivers the fraud. Oh, they know that it can. Ito ngayon ha, we're facing 2022. Looking forward. Yung 2016-2019 na makina, di ba VCM ang tawag doon? Which I call vote cheating machine.
Vote cheating machine.
Sir, hindi na po magagamit yon. They cannot be used anymore. Kaya sabi ko, naging disposable. This year, by next year, sasabihin na yan ni Comelec, mag-aarkila na naman tayo ng bagong makina kay Smartmatic. And it will cost us tens of billions of pesos. All in all, ang na-compute ko dyan, over the last 4 elections, we spent close to 40 billion pesos.
That's a lot of money.
Oh, that's a lot of money that we could use.
Kasi meron pong, actually we were reading, kasi ito pong research naman Dito natutulog Kasi sabi ko sa kanya kanina saan nagagaling yung lakas nyo? Parang hindi ka natutulog. Bago ko matulog, nakita ko. Pag-isip ko, nakita ko din. No? Kasi meron pong kilala nyo, no? Si Commissioner Abbas.
Yes, si Sharif Abbas. Opo.
So meron siyang articles na pinag-explain niya no? Hindi ko pa alam kung totoo hindi. Sabi nga natin, sabi niya.
Sige, sir.
Ano yung fake, ano yung hindi. Di ba?
Opo.
Pinag-explain po niya doon, maaaring alam niyo, na yung defects nung machine, Smartmatic. Nandun yung mura yung ganito, mura yung ginamit na ganito, mura yung ginamit na ganyan, di ba? So dahil nga, mura yung mga sinalpak na gamit doon, dahil nga yung lowest bidder,
okay.
no? Ang lumabas na defect, yung production, ang resulta nun is palpak.
Yun yung sabi ni Sheriff Abbas, sir.
Ang pakasabi po, pinag-present niya actually nandito, no?
Opo.
Which more or less may idea tayo, di ba?
Yes, opo, sir.
Mag-present niya yung mga bleeding pens na hindi ko naintindihan yun. Alam mo siguro.
Yung bleeding pen meaning to say, if this is your ballot, and then you shade it, the ink bleeds on the other side.
Yun.
Okay, tawag niya bleeding pen.
Kaya tinawag ng bleeding.
So,
Magaling yan sila mag-form ng cosmetic change, bleeding pen.
Yun nga po, sinasabi ko lang, kasi for you to give your input doon. No?
Okay, I will be
Kasi
willing to give my input,
After
sir.
all, after yung specifying yung mga defects na yun, na because of yung lowest bidder, so yung machine
It's of low quality.
is of low quality.
Well, logically, that's what happens.
Okay, sige po.
Okay.
Pero
Ito comment ko, sir. Yes, I know. Ang ibig pong sabihin siguro ni Chairman Abbas, COMELEC ito, Chairman, na since we are going for the lowest bidder and that is always the rule,
That's,
then we get low quality. Eh di ang sagot ko po, and this is my retort, bakit ba si Smartmatic palagi? Kung lowest bidder si Smartmatic, kung gusto mong palitan, di magpabid ka ng mas magandang quality, you know, you are not always bound by the lowest bidder rule.
okay.
Because you can always put the requirements above the minimum. Di po ba, sir?
Supposed to be.
O, yeah. Sino ba ang nag-draft ng terms of reference? Yung contract. Si Smartmatic. Ito ang requirement namin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you require, COMELEC, a higher requirement, then Smartmatic will not be qualified.
Okay.
Oh. So bakit tayo napupunta kay Smartmatic for the last 4 elections? Because dinodoktor nila ang terms of reference na dapat mag-swak kay Smartmatic.
Okay.
So that's my comment. Dinodoktor nila ang terms of reference, yung contract, para yung requirements, swak dito kay Smartmatic. Pag bidding, always si Smartmatic ang nananalo. So, he's just playing, he's just turning it around to justify. But there's another, at least you know already my point of view.
Opo,
Oo.
actually may follow-up question dito.
Yes, sir. Opo.
Actually, yung isang kasama po namin, si Amy, by chance na wala po siya ngayon.
Pero may ba siyang question?
Meron po siyang question, pero
Yes, sir.
ako na magpapanelist sa kanya.
Yes, sir.
Kasi po, moderator supposed to be, pero kasi maganda yung question.
Dapat dadating siya, no?
Dapat dadating siya. Kaya yung amo niyong Democrats. Diplomat. Yung diplomat.
Democrat.
Yung diplomat nandyan. No?
Okay.
So, Republicans ka ba?
Boss, baka nakinig yung amo niya.
So ganito po yan. Kasi we were discussing it. Sabi nga. Kasi tinitingnan din niya yung profile po ninyo. I mean, we look at your profile. Sabi niya na na-appreciate po niya. No? Yung ginagawa ninyo.
Opo.
At sabi nga ay you're actually exposing yung buhay mo dyan.
Yes, sir.
No? Sabi
I
niya.
know.
So na-appreciate niya. Eh, meron po siyang input eh. No? Sabi po niya, bakit kaya hindi natin tumingin tayo sa ibang anggulo?
Okay.
No? Tumingin tayo sa ibang anggulo. No? Kasi po dito, which you know, at least ang mga alam, bakit sa atin ang technology nagiging problema? No? Tama na. Kasi po,
Good point.
kasi we know that in the future, technology will shape the future.
That's correct.
No? May ang tanong, which we were discussing, nag-usap kami kagabi, no? Bakit ba doon sa atin, no? Ang technology, supposed na makakatulong, nagiging problema. And even she cited, technology, panahon pa ni Armstrong nung pumunta sa buwan, technology na eh. Di ba? Nung magkaroon ng problema yung Apollo 13, makabalik because of technology. No? Yun po ang premise, no? Eh, ganito po. Assumption, sabi niya, assumption po na may kasalanan, itong Smartmatic, no? Ay may dayaan. No? May dayaan. Ang tanong, sino yung culprit? Sino ang culprit? Kasi po dito, siguro nakikita niyo sa TV, di ba? Alexa, buksan yung pinto. Di ba? Alexa, patugtugin mo yung ganito. Di ba?
Ay, yung voice command. Yes, yes, yes.
Diba? Alexa, di ba?
Dayain mo.
Or,
Pag nagko-command.
bilis ni sir. Ang bilis niya na.
Sa ganun po.
Dayain mo.
Kasi
Kumbaga sa
Alam mo,
yung Smartmatic ang pinaka-Apollo ngayon.
Alam mo, maiintindihan tayo natin mga kababayan. Alexa, dayain mo.
Kaya nga,
I will use that, sir.
so, tutuloy po tayo dun, ano? So sabi nga,
Intelligence.
itong Smartmatic, ito, gawa ng tao ito eh. Di ba? Kung ito ay computer, garbage in, garbage out. Eh.
That's correct.
Di ba? Ito ay isang aparato na supposed to be ito ang makakatulong
Yes,
Kasi when sabi nga natin, nung nag-isip ang gobyerno na magkaroon ng ganitong automated, ang intention maganda, mapabilis, di ba?
Yes.
Mabawasan yung mga dayaan, di ba? So, bakit nagiging problema? Pangalawa, kung ito yung naging problema, sino yung
Culprits.
culprit nito? Kasi
Okay.
hindi pwedeng magdepensa yung Smartmatic, yung makina yun eh.
Okay.
Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Sino yung culprit? Para bang ibig sabihin eh, tumingin tayo sa ibang anggulo.
Okay.
Di ba? So, ganun po yan. No? Dadagdag ko lang po kasi, hindi lang po ito hindi lang ito question and answer.
Yes, sir.
Kasi kadalasan po, pag dumarating kayo dito, nakikinig lang kami. Receiving end lang po kami, di ba? So this time,
It's very engaging.
yung po mag-engage kami, magdadaldal kami sa inyo.
Yes, sir.
No?
Go ahead, by all
Para
means.
naman, kasi dati, ganun lang tayo, di ba?
Are we hitting the nail on its head sa labanan na ito? Kasi mukha sa atin yung problema hindi sinosolve.
Kasi
Hindi sinosolve.
so tutuloy po, para
Yes, sir.
mamaya naman, open natin, di ba? So, na-present na po natin yung background, no? Ngayon, alam niyo po, alam niyo yan, ano? Siguro, magkasing edad lang kayo na, ano?
Hindi kami malayo sa isa't isa.
Kasi,
Tawang-tawa si Kuya Ray.
kasi, hindi pa pinapanganak siguro yung dayaan po, yung patay nung bumubuto.
Dayana rin yan.
Yes. That has always been a problem.
Ayan, okay.
So, we are presenting to you, no, a different angle
Yes,
in
sir.
a bigger picture. No? Ito pong Smartmatic, ito po yung kung saan ito na yung huling parte ng dayaan. No? Bakit po nagdadang katoto sabi niyo? Dalawang politiko gusto manalo, nagbabantayan,
Yes.
di ba? Bakit po?
Yes.
Kasi gumastos ng malaki. Di ba? Doon pa lang sa umpisa, pag-file pa lang ng candidacy, gumastos na eh.
Yes.
Di ba? Kaya nga hanggang doon sa huli, kinakailangan makabawi nila yung pera nila.
Gastos.
Kinakailangan yung matic na whatever matic na, hindi na smart yan eh. Di ba?
Smart magic.
Matic na.
Hindi ba? Lunatic na yan.
Smart magic na yan.
Smart
Oo,
magic.
Yan po
Masaya
ano
din.
lang eh. Ito yung ito yung huli na ito eh. No? But ang umpisa ng election fraud ay dun sa umpisa. Diba? Bakit po? Ang isang sitwasyon nga dyan, wala na tayong tiwala sa isa't isa. Kami lang po. Unfortunately po, I believe you're very humble eh. No?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
We do not trust politicians or too arrogant.
Yeah.
Kasi wala po yan eh. No,
They think they own the republic.
lahat ng lumalapit sa amin dito, wala namang nagagawa eh.
Actually, sir, you can always feel it right away.
Yeah.
When the person faces you,
That's right.
and the first few engagement,
Yeah.
you can already makilatis mo na yung tao eh. How he is, who he is, or what he is.
Correct po.
Oh, ako, I present myself to you like who I am. What you see is what you get.
Saka napakaganda po yung sinabi niyo na, okay, ready kayo.
Opo, sir.
Kasi wala kayong tinatago eh.
Yun, actually, sir, I have a story about that later. But,
Okay, so, sige, tutuloy ko po kasi.
sige, yung sa inyo muna,
So,
sige.
sabi ko nga, kadalasan kayo eh, ang nagsasabi. No? Kami eh, gano'n na lang gano'n. No? But, lalo yung mga nandito, medyo nagbago na po eh. Kasi nakita, bakit ganito ang England?
Yes, that is what I've always wanted to point out.
At
Nakita niyo yung difference ng system? Dito, the system and government works.
iba po.
Bakit sa atin ang daming palpak?
Palpak. Oo. So, yun mo po, para pinipresent namin sa inyo, sa kampanya ninyo, no? Na sabi nga, tumingin tayo. Kasi, masolve natin to. Kasi po, ang problema sa atin, itong problema sa Smartmatic, hindi po ito political eh. This is technical and legal. I mean, technical and criminal.
Criminal is the right term,
Di
sir.
ba?
Technical, yes, you are correct.
Technical and criminal, di ba? Technical in the sense,
That you are using
Gadgets,
technology. You're using technology to cheat.
correct,
That's technical.
di ba?
The aspect of cheating makes it criminal.
Criminal. So it should be looked at dun sa puntos na yun. No? Binibigyan lang po namin.
Yes,
no?
sir.
From UK side.
Oo, yung how you interpret it,
Kasi,
how you view it,
Oo,
the problem.
Kasi siguro po, I don't know, kasi technical problems, 10 years, di ba? O whatever, tapos na po yan eh. Kung talagang gagawin.
It's political will on the part of our leaders.
Correct. It's yung honest, di ba? Yung totoo.
Tama kayo,
di
sir.
ba?
Yeah.
So this Smartmatic na yan, that is plain technical yan eh. And legal,
Criminal,
Yeah.
yes.
So doon po ang inaano natin. Sana po,
Can I
Sige.
expound on yung
Sige,
views
sige.
ninyo, sir?
Yeah.
Actually, nagtanong kayo kanina. Something like, ano nga ba yung root cause nito? Actually, sir, the answer is very simple. It's corruption. It's all rooted in corruption, and you are correct. You know, our politicians here, nakikita ninyo yan dito, ha? They do not kill, they do not maim,
No.
they do not terrorize in order to win. That's exactly the opposite in the Philippines. Para tayong feudalistic Philippines.
Correct.
Remember, this England was feudalistic a few hundred years back. Now,
12th century.
yes, 12th, 13th, 14th century. They were feudalistic, very much like the Philippines now. Okay, but of course, I hope we will not also solve our problems in 500 years like them. It took them 500 years to develop like what they are now today.
Yeah.
But I hope it will not take us 500 years to reach what is England today, di ba?
Sabi
Okay.
nga po let's unite.
Oo nga. Sir, ganito. Bakit nga ba ang politiko sa Pilipinas ay pumapatay, nagtiterrorize, nananakot, nanandadaya? It's because they want to get into public office because it's their sure way to gain riches, fame, and power.
Correct.
So parang, kailangang manalo ako dyan para ako na naman ang maghahawak ng kapangyarihan. At ako na naman, ang pamilya ko na naman ang maging political dynasty sa aming lugar.
Correct.
O sila naman ang maging feudal lords doon. So that's the reason why. Now, if we want to solve it, it has the solution has to come from ourselves, united as one. If we are able to if we have a leader that can capture the imagination of all Filipinos and find that leader, and then that leader ang palagi ko sinasabi yung walang political entanglements. Yung ang tinasabi kong political entanglements, yung marami ka ng utang na loob dahil matagal ka na diyan nakaupo. O di ba, pag matagal ka na nakaupo, marami ka ng pinagbigyan, marami ka ng hininging pabor. So, if the more political baggage you have, the less effective leader you will become. Di ba?
Pwede akong magtanong, inline doon po kasi mga
Sige, sir.
pero yung argument po nyo kasi galing sa inyo yan, so tatanong po ako to clear yung mind natin.
Yes, sir.
Di ba? Sabi nyo, walang political entanglement.
Yes.
Bago dyan, yung mga espina po pala, ano yun? Yung governor, yung
The father was a deputy speaker.
Okay, yung ngayon.
Tapos, yung dalawa ngayon,
Oo.
magkapatid. Tapos meron pa silang mga kapatid na mayor.
Oh, yeah.
Sabi, para lang
Yes, sir.
ma-reinforce natin yung sinasabi.
Yes, opo, sir.
Pero doon po sa particular doon sa inyo.
Political entanglements.
Dito ko sa inyo.
Yes, sir. Sige, sir.
Sabi nga natin, hindi namin alam anong totoo, anong fake.
Yes, sir.
diba?
Opo, sir.
Pero nandito.
But you have the right to probe.
Hindi po kayo.
You have the right to probe me.
Okay.
I give you all the tools, the instruments you want. Probe me like you want.
Can I just say, okay, because I think the reason is no one has introduced because we introduce ourselves. Si Brother Tim, I know him for many years.
No, hindi siya na-introduce.
Okay, siya ay nagtrabaho sa CFE Center for Filipinos. They were helping a lot of Filipinos dito who are in distress, mga TNT or whatever. And then 10 or 15 years ago, nagtayo siya ng kampanya to the installation of or introduction of trial by jury.
Ah,
sa
I see.
Pilipinas.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, him and I, we always talk about these things. We are a bit more political than many of our kababayan. And we tackle yung mga issue. And then, about his kasalukuyang ginagawa is at his age, at his remaining age in life, he is taking law
I
Together
see.
with
Now,
taking
now.
law now.
Ah, you're taking
Present,
law
yeah.
here, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
good.
therefore, that's why
Another 3 months.
probably-
Another 3 months.
So,
And 3 months to go and you become a solicitor,
Kung
barrister.
makakapasa po.
yeah, that is
Kasi
why.
dito magulo eh. Dito magulo. Iba ang solicitor, iba ang barrister.
That is an explanation.
Tapos yung barrister ninyo, iba ang meaning sa Pilipinas. And it's so difficult. So,
Dito po, iba din eh.
Yeah.
Ang naging barista.
Tagagawa ng wine.
Tagagawa ng wine.
So teka muna. So that is why ganito, you will notice if you will be interviewed, hindi naman sana, you will notice kakaiba ang magiging tono.
Oo, yes.
Magiging tono. And that's why earlier, even I asked Janet, we want to help him if he wants to, but gusto namin, if he's worthy na papugian.
We're looking for
We are looking for the right candidate. There are 10 million Filipinos. The reason why some candidates nanalo yan, because mga tawag na optioner, naghahanap ka ng kapalit. It so happen, ganito lang po yan eh. Okay, so now nakapakilala ko na siya.
Mahaba na yun.
Teka muna. Ngayon naman, kasi I know that you've been involved in a political party. Sa atin po ngayon eh, parang si Mang Tomas nagtitinda ng mangga sa palengke. Si Mang Ray nagtitinda po ng mangga sa palengke. Si Aling Josie nagtitinda din ng mangga sa palengke. Si Aling Janet nagtitinda ng ano. Pero yung mga namimili, yan lang ang pinipili nila. Yan lang puntahan. Lahat niyan mandaraya ang timbangan. Lahat. So walang ngayon, si Efren papasok. Subukin niyo ko hindi mandaraya. Pero branch ako ni Mang Tomas. Mandaraya din si Mang Tomas. Yung equipment mo ganun eh. So, what we need is yung papasok na wala sa kanila. Pag pumasok ka, dala-dala mo si Mr. D, si Mr. F. May mga mansanayan,
Yes.
may mga tatuna. What I mean, if you come and you tell us, alam mo naman yung ating sentimiento. You are beholden. Ang problema nga sa politika sa atin, if you join, actually sa atin, kaya nga alam.
Check lang muna ito.
Oh, sige.
Kasi this is...
Sige sir, yung question
this is
is...
for you.
Yes
This is
sir.
for you.
For you,
To,
truthfully,
yes.
Yes.
One sec.
Yes sir.
Nagsumama po kayo sa KDP.
Yes. It's a fairly new party.
Yeah.
Unknown party.
Unknown, but reading yung vision statement nyo, meron po doon kasing sa mga 4 questions ako eh. No? Sa vision statement nyo. Nakalagay doon ay kontra kayo sa dictatorship. Di ba? Nakalagay doon. So, following that one, that vision ninyo, so na-identify niyo na yung kung sino yung dictator na yun.
Actually sir,
Alam niyo
okay.
kung saan ako papunta, di ba?
Okay.
Alam niyo. Then, shortcut na tayo kasi alam niyo na eh, di ba? Your vision statement yun. Ano yung pong affiliation niyo sa Marcos?
Sir, when I was congressman, Bongbong was also congressman. But in all honesty, we did not even meet each other there.
Okay.
I came to know about him only when I have to present the issue of fraud.
Okay.
As I remember, I already admitted earlier that I met him on November 2015. Just before the election. That was the only time I met him for the first time.
Okay.
Na present ko sa kanya. But I also presented it to many others. Foremost na audience ko talaga are the bishops of the Roman Catholic Church. Because I know si BCP. I've been there, been presenting them many times over. But
But kasi po, sabi nga natin, we're looking for Messiah. Kayo nagsasabi, walang mangyayari sa Pilipinas.
Yes, sir.
Wala, di ba? We need, sabi nga rin, because Christians po kami.
yes sir. Oh,
Kasi nasabi natin, only a true Christian leader can change the Philippines. Only a true. Kasi hindi
that's
na
for God. That's for God to send it to us.
Amen. Amen po dyan.
Hindi natin alam kung sino yan.
Oh, di.
Oh yeah, kaya nga sabi ko that's for God to that's for
Kaya
God
nga-
for him to send it to us. I'm not saying who, but it's him
Yeah.
who knows it.
Oo. So, kasi po, ayaw naming magkaroon ng questions eh. You signed for that vision statement eh. Ayaw nyo ng dictatorship, no? At meron pa kayo sinabi doon na agribusiness, di ba?
Yung mga economic policies
at saka yung
against the oligarchs.
at saka yung build. Kasi marami pong itatanong kaya pero bibigay ko sa kanila mamaya kasi hindi naman kasi moderator ako eh. So, doon po gusto ko lang personally, no, gusto ko ma-clear, no? Kasi hindi maganda ito yung vision statement niyo, di ba? And then para bang ayaw mo sa kidnapper, kasama ko mo kidnapper eh.
Tama nga yung sinabi ni Sir kanina, yung analogy niya about yung timbangan.
Yun nga,
Okay.
So yun, pakiclear lang.
Kailangan bago.
Actually, sir, this KDP, ang leader kasi dyan sina Butch Valdez, sina Attorney Don Ramon Pedrosa, and then si Toti Casino is kasama ko yan sa technical si Toti, technical na professor yan si Toti sa Asia Pacific College. Si Attorney Gadon, parang actually nagkabuo-buo lang kami together.
Okay.
And kasi mag-i-eleksyon na. Ang sa akin naman, in reality, if you look at the records, I did not file my certificate of candidacy on the deadline in October. Ang deadline nun, if I remember, October 17 or 21. I didn't file it. Hindi ako nag-file because I was not planning to run. I was not really planning to run. Ang actually original kong binalak was to run for party list. Because I have no resources. So ang akin, mag-party list na lang ako para lang maipalabas ko yung issue ko about the election cheating. Kaya they were asking me, you're questioning the election cheating yet you're running. Okay, I will answer that later. Now, over many years, ang experience ko talaga is that pinapatay talaga yung news on election cheating. For once, these are things that you never heard. Nag-press conference ako one time about election cheating. Ito, ang humarap sa akin is a reporter from the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Magkaharap kami. Tapos sabi niya, Sir, alam mo, ang bigat ng laban mo. Sabi ko, bakit? Sabi niya, bayad kasi lahat ka dito eh. Bayad kasi lahat ang ang laking pera na binabangga mo. Sabi ko, you know sir, I'll just keep going for as long as I can. Basta taya ko yan sa bansa ko. So, in other words, wala akong avenue by which I can project my message to the wider public except if I will run. Kasi pag kandidato ako, the media is there in front of me. So yun ang pumasok sa isipan ko. I cannot get a headway kung hindi ko mapaabot yung mensahe ko using the media. Pagdating kasi sa debates, okay, sa party list walang debates, national debates wala. Sa senador meron. Tinitimbang-timbang ko yun eh. Kung dito ako sa senador, meron akong national forum, yung ABS-CBN, GMA7, mapipilitan silang interviewin ako. O tingnan nyo yung mga interviews ko, yung mga publicity ko, mga public appearances ko, palaging may issue ng dayaan at the end. Because that was kumbaga yun yung megaphone ko eh. Otherwise, kung hindi ako tatakbo, I will never make a headway. So, tinignan ko yung party list, sir.
Pero kung meron kayong 5 million po, panalo na kayo.
Pwede ako mag-ano
Ay, sir, hindi
Kasi,
yan, sir.
Tony,
Sir.
yung binabanggit mong pagpasok sa politika, no? Anyone who join politics, particularly nag-iisa ka, I find it illogical o hindi practical na to effect changes nag-iisa ka. Alam mo naman kung ikaw ay senator.
Yes, sir.
When you go into there, you are proposing, hindi naman dictatorial yan eh. Sabi na, Oske, alam mo naman dito, Atty. Glenn Chong, kumpare, sabi niya, pag nag-propose ka, pagboto natin. Now, you want to effect changes. Now,
yeah.
hindi pinagboto. So,
I get what
now, I am trying to tell you, you are approaching yung avenue na dead end. That is why we are trying to give, but there is a way, because in order to change our country, not because of the politician, because the politicians are the problems.
Yes.
You just mentioned it. According to the line of your talking, it is the politician. I
Yeah,
hope yung mga
I
kababayan
make it very
natin-
categorical. It's
I
the
hope-
politicians who are the
yes.
problems of our country.
Exactly.
That's as
Yes.
categorical as I can be.
Yes, this is why I'm saying, then all of a sudden, you are joining the problem. Likewise, sabi ko, Attorney, yung magkasawa mo, may coronavirus ba yan? Baka ikaw wala, magkakaroon ka rin ng coronavirus.
Okay. Sir, ganito ha. This is getting more exciting. Dito muna ako kay Sir. Yung sa partido punta ko dyan. I actually had 3 options for party list. All of them failed one after the other. Hanggang naubos na yung paaraw ng filing. The last one was a party that was created by Attorney Albi Tangkol with the Filipino Consumers Group. Sabi ko, ayaw kong tumakbo ng number 2 o number 3. Ako dadayain ako. Gusto ko number 1 ako para masiguradong panalo. So we agreed already number 1 ako. Pagdating ko doon, nilagay ako sa number 3. So I walked away. I will not die kung hindi ako tatakbo. I will not die kung hindi ako mananalo. So I walked away. That was the last time. Then, someone from KDP filed for me. So, someone, she's actually a woman. I call her Tita Rose. Marinig mo to, Tita Rose, huwag mo ako sakalin. She took her by herself. Kasama ko siya sa Tanggulang Demokrasya. It's a group of elderly women, mga miyembro to ng Alto Sociedad who also wants clean elections. Yun lang ang ano nila, ang advocacy nila, and they're behind me all the time. So, nag-file siya doon with KDP. Eh di, syempre, wala akong choice. Kundi, mag-replace sa kanya. So, she called me up Monday. Sabi niya, Glenn, ang deadline for changing was November 29. It was a Thursday. Sabi niya, Glenn, I'm leaving today for Singapore because my brother is undergoing cancer treatment. You have to come here and sign this so that you can replace me. You know, sir, I attribute it to God. Sabi ko, hindi pa ako nag-prepare ng aking sariling COC. Kasi ayoko, I was very hesitant. Si KDP prepared it all. Pagdating ko doon, tiningnan ko, aba, walang mali. Walang mali. It took us less than 30 minutes, na-file, naka-replace ako sa kanya. In other words, I was hesitant to run. But nung nandun na ako, yun ang pumasok sa isipan ko, well, this is my megaphone now. I now have a megaphone to shout out to the rest of the world, itong ginagawa ni Comelec at ni Smartmatic. So, from that time on, ang nasa isip ko, I'm not here to win. I am here to project my message. Hindi po ako impractical na mag-hallucination na mananalo ako because I was nobody. Only 160,000 people in Biliran know me. 170, kilala ako doon. Tanungin mo yung mga bata, kilala ko doon. Glenn Chong tawag nila sa akin. But that's beyond that, wala na. How on earth would I get 20 million votes? Except at least 20 million. Ang akin is, I will project my message as far and loudest as I can. So, ginawa ko yun. Pero I never asked anyone for any, except lang yung mga closest na mga politiko na dinala ako. But these are very few. Yung mga kaibigan ko. Now, but I never actively sought political help because I don't want to be politically entangled. I also did not ask help from big business. Alam ko, meron dyan, nagbibigay eh. Basta pumunta ka. I never went there. Because I don't want to owe a debt of gratitude to them. Because ang kalaban mo, politiko and oligarchs. Ito yung dalawa eh. The politics and the oligarchs. I don't want to ask it from them. I'd ask it directly from the people. All in all,
Pang may sign na.
wait muna sir. Wag yan. No.
Resign na ba?
I raised about 3.5 million pesos. From OFWs, I'd be very clear about this. From OFWs. Pero hindi ko po na-compute kung gaano karaming OFWs ang nagpa-imprinta ng posters na diniretso doon sa kanila. The 3.5 million is money that went through my account. Yun ang in-account ko sa Comelec. So, yun ang ginastos ko. I mean, okay, I'll tell you, these are very human stories, ha? Nung pinatay si Richard, yung personal aid ko, served me for 12 years, I only had 250,000 in my bank account. Honestly. God can strike me dead right now. Kung hindi 250,000 na ang pera ko sa bank account ko. Because my two brothers, my brother and my sister, they took over our businesses from my mom and my dad. Kasi my family was nahati eh. Nung nagsimula ako nung congressman ako, humihingi sila ng pabor, I didn't give them. Because I started right, I want to end it right.
Alright.
So, hindi ko siya binigyan. Sabi ng kapatid kong lalaki, I know you're listening. Sabi niya, huwag mong ubusin yung family wealth natin. You're dissipating our family wealth for something that is useless to us. So my brother and my sister never talked to me for years. They only called me up when Richard was murdered. The first to call me up was my sister. She was crying. Sabi niya, I don't want you to die. Ang sagot ko, I thought I was already dead to you. For many years, we didn't talk. Yung brother ko called me up a week later. And hindi siya tumawag ha because he loved to talk to me. He was pressured by his friends in the US. Sinabihan siya, tawagan mo yung kuya mo. Namimiligro na yung buhay. Pinababayaan mo lang, tawagan mo yung kuya mo. Sinabi naman niya sa akin, tumawag ako because my friends in the US are pressuring me to call you. So nag-usap kami. So from that time on, I didn't have so much money. I only had 250,000 when Richard was murdered. And I prayed to God. Sabi ko, Diyos ko, kung ito, problema ko to, ipapalibing ko si Richard, aayusin ko lahat, sagot ko yan, dahil namatay yan because of me. Sana ko kukuha ng pera. You know, the next day, somebody gave me 100,000. Then, kulang pa. Sabi ko, Lord, kulang pa po, 275,000 lahat. Then somebody came, all the 275,000 was answered by somebody, mga 3 or 4 people. I never spent a single peso. Then, nung nagsimula na yung kampanya yung January, sabi ko, Diyos ko, paano ba ako mangampanya ng 250,000 ng ang pera ko? So, for the first week, I spent mga 50,000, bumaba yun, naging 150,000 na lang. I prayed that night. The next morning, may nagpadala sa akin ng 100,000, balik sa 250. Tapos bumaba na naman, hanggang there was a time na bumaba to 12,000. Sabi ko, Lord, Pebrero na po. 12,000 lang ang pera ko. Paano to? I don't want to ask it anymore from my mom and dad. Kasi kahit sila, ginipit na mga kapatid ko, kinuha nga yung lahat ng pagkikitaan namin. Because they don't want the family wealth to be dissipated for a useless fight. The next day, someone sent me 500,000 pesos. So, bumalik na naman siya sa taas and it never went down until natapos yung eleksyon. So, for one, I credit it to God. I don't know if you will believe me, but that's what it is. God can strike me dead if hindi totoo yan. So, dito tayo sa sinabi mo, sir, na sumali ka dyan sa politika. Ang inisip ko, how else can we fight? How else can we fight the system if we're not going inside? Ang sa akin is, if I want to fight inside the system, at least I still have my integrity intact. Na hindi ko i-compromise yung sarili ko, yung paninindigan ko.
Ang question po doon ay how to be in the system.
Well, running in the elections is one, di ba? Hindi naman po ako pwedeng mag-lead ng revolution na sabihin ko, sugod mga kapatid, patayin natin yung mga oligarko, patayin natin yung mga politiko. I cannot and I will never do that.
Kasi po,
We have been discussing these things.
we have been
These things. The way you approach it, okay? I have some questions supposed to be, but we already get the idea why this country is in a mess. Still, you as a lawyer, you should understand there is a foundation. If you read a book, something, the foundation of the society is
God.
the rule of law.
Okay.
Any sports, any basketball, football, anything. Take away the law,
Rules.
the rules of law will not be there. There won't be any justice.
Yes.
You cannot imagine justice without the rule of law.
Yes.
You cannot sell corruption without the rule of law. The fact that those criminals, hardened criminals, they are never apprehended because there is no rule of law.
No, we have rules, we have
Yeah,
laws,
but the way
they know how to
sorry,
bend
the
the
way
rules.
they understand it here, when the rule of law we meant it here is not being implemented, that is not rule of law at all.
Okay.
Okay, that is the understanding. In Philippines, you have a different interpretation of the rule of law. We have law. I said no. If they are not interpreted, if they are not implemented, they are
Yes.
not.
Kasi po, dito kasi, I think universally, the rule of law is a doctrine.
Yes, it's accepted worldwide.
Okay.
Except in the
Hindi
Philippines.
yung may batas tayo.
Except in Philippines, attorney.
Is there?
Hindi yung may batas tayo.
Hindi.
Kasi ang minimal concept ng doctrine ng rule of law dito po, no, which alba yung kung proponent ay si Bingham, no, is no man is above the law.
Yes.
That is the very minimal
Ng
law.
rule.
No man is above the law.
And that is the ideal that we in the Philippines hope we could
But that needs
achieve.
to be changed.
Yeah, who hope we could achieve.
Yeah, we could.
We're not
We could.
losing
No,
hope.
we could because
We're still fighting.
Tony, when you were saying
Yes, sir.
earlier, because these things, we are old. Fighting this kind of campaign and this problem, it is a process and it takes time. You're only in your mid-40s. We are already old. But we thought about fighting it. The way you are fighting it, you are approaching it in the wrong way. You will never win. But what you need is the support of the Filipinos who wish to change. There are good Filipinos. I'm sure there are good Filipinos. But
That's
they're
what I
looking
was
for the right
hoping for,
country.
sir.
Attorney, i-break lang natin.
Yes, sir.
Kasi mayroon pa ding audience participation tayo.
Yes, sir.
So
Opo, sir.
mag-break muna po tayo. Okay, mag-break muna po tayo and about in 5 or 10 minutes at babalik po tayo. Para ipagpatuloy po natin yung mainit na pagtatanong mula pa
Hindi naman. Iko.
Sige po, in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, balik po tayo. Balik po tayo dito sa ating special edition. Kasama po natin yung fighter. No? Ito, fighter po talaga pala ito eh. Pagkatapos nung pag-usap namin, takita niyo po, marami na ngayon. Sa susunod, lalaki. Sa susunod, whole na itong gagawin natin. So, patuloy po tayo sa pagtatanong at bibigay po natin sa ito po hindi na po panel, audience na po ito, no? Bibigay po natin ang pagtatanong kay Sister Lim.
Yeah. Hello, good afternoon. Magandang gabi po, magandang umaga sa lahat ng mga Pilipino sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo. Ako po ay dumalaw dito at nanood ng pagtatanong dito sa OFW Radio UK. And before I ask my question, I have a sister-in-law who went recently back home sa Pilipinas whose mother's got dementia. And with her, she brought along 2 children. Yung mga anak niya dito lumaki, so dito, there would be a difference ng pagpapalaki at nang namasyal sila, umuwi sila sa Pilipinas, nakita yung 8-year-old niyang anak kung paano mga tuwiran sa ina. Because sometimes when they ask question, magtatanong yung bata at naririnig din ng mga kamag-anak. Yung kamag-anak nagtanong sa aking sister-in-law, bakit ganyan magtatatanong ang bata? And in fact, she's just 8 years old. And ang sabi ng ina, kasi sa England, where she goes and studies and where we live, ang mga bata doon, they encourage them to talk, to express their opinions or express their feelings. So, hindi gaya dito sa Pilipinas, nasusuppress ang mga damdamin ng mga bata, hindi nagkakaroon ng usapan or openness sa usapan. Sa pagmamasid ko ngayong hapon na ito sa mga panelists, sa question na binigay sa ating bisita, ako ay natuwa sa dahilang there are questions that's been asked and openly answered in a way that makikita natin na walang suppression. Meron akong katanungan dito na kung halimbawa ang tao may nararamdaman, ang nararamdaman yon natural hahanapan ng kalunasan at ang kalunasan na yon halimbawa sa gamot may mga side effect. Ang side effect na pinag-aaralan maigi ng mediko kung ito ba ay makakaapekto, kung ito ba ay makakabuti o makakasama. Ngayon, ang katanungan ko po dahil sa present government na ang droga ang naging basihan ng maraming killing. So, tama po ba ang paglaganap ng pagpapatay ng mga apektado ng droga as a remedy na itong problema?
In other words, you're asking if there is any side effect doon sa gagawin. Because sometimes even paracetamol can give you side effect. O damage, even yung side effect is even more damaging doon sa
Lunas.
present mong kaluya. So now, the way I understand it, you are asking question where the remedy that was put because of the problem, yung bang side effect, is it more damaging or not?
I think I understand what you mean, ma'am, sir.
Yeah.
Na ito yung solution natin for the drug problem. Is the side effect more pernicious and grievous and damaging than the solution that we are putting out, I mean, than the problem that we are trying to suppress. Ganito, it's all in law enforcement, di ba? We have to admit that the drug problem is really very serious. And I know for a fact that most of these are political. Hindi lang to business na negosyo ng pagbebenta ng droga. There are countries that also want to destroy us. I think you know what I mean. That they actually ship drugs there as a matter of policy. So, the problem is very deep and very pernicious, very grievous for our people. We're talking of future of Filipinos, di ba? Lahat marami. But I always believe that law enforcement, whether that is pag nandun ang droga, and before dumating yung droga, di ba? Yung proactive and reactive. Yung reactive, hinuhuli natin doon sa kalsada. Yung proactive, bago pa man dumating, pinipigil na natin. So, there are many solutions. I mean, I'm not saying na alam ko lahat ng solution. But law enforcement plays a very important role. Ang problem po talaga natin dyan is, hindi ko po sinasabi lahat ng PNP, ha? I make this very clear. Hindi ko po sinabi lahat ng PNP. But sad to say, our police organization is far from being ideal. Unlike here, the police organization in the United Kingdom is, wala akong masabi. But in the Philippines, there's so much I can say. And most of them are in the negative. Ito lang kaso po ni Richard Santillan is one example. My close-in bodyguard for 12 years. Anong ginawa nila? Tinorture nila. He bore 91 wounds all over his body. My car, they riddled it with 76 bullet holes. Nilatag nila sa kalsada, dinagyan nila ng droga. I know for a fact Richard will never dabble in drugs. Nilagyan ng droga ang sasakyan, nilagyan ng droga ang kanyang pockets. So in other words, nagagamit itong war on drugs to further their own motives, whoever they are. Diba? I think the solution there would be to strengthen law enforcement and make sure na kapag lumabag ka and you kill innocent people in the name of drug war or whatever, you will have to answer for that. So kaya po, itong kaso ni Richard Santillan, ang ginawa ko po actually, in the words of my fellow lawyers, yung ginagawa ko kasi is, iniipit ko yung mga police, specifically generals and colonels. Kasi alam ko malawak itong problema ni Richard. Then the drugs came in to para takutin ako, para hindi ako lumaban. But I know where I'm standing. Lalabanan ko sila. So ang ginagawa ko, sinusulatan ko yung mga generals at mga colonels. Pag nakita ko yung trace na meron silang any action concerning the case, sinusulatan ko yan. Pag hindi ako sinagot, automatic, in 15 working days you have a case. Administrative. Pag hindi ko gusto ang sagot, automatic you have a criminal case, obstruction of justice. In other words, iniipit ko sila lahat. And I'm documenting everything that I'm doing because sabi nga ng abogado kong kaibigan, this has never been done before. Yung ginagawa ko ngayon has never been done before in the history of our country, na iniipit mo yung mga generals. So far ngayon, ang kalaban ko, 4 na generals, 8 colonels, 2 kapitan, 1 major, and 20 police killers. Killer police. No one has ever fought the police organization like I did. Hindi ko po pinagyayabang yan, but I want people to see na kapag lumaban tayo, alam din nila kung anong kahihinatnan nila. You get what I mean?
Yes.
No one has fought the police like I did. Hindi ko tinitingnan yung safety ko, yung security ko. Ang tinitingnan ko, how many lives can we save by fighting the system? Di po ba? Kaya ang ginagawa ko, ginodocument ko yan, pinakapakita ko yan sa social media so that others na nabibiktima, mga inosenteng tao pinapatay ng mga pulis, ay marunong na rin lumaban. And they will see na ito palang ginagawa ni Glenn Chong, yun ang gagawin natin. So that's exactly what I'm doing, and I'm publicizing it. And recently, yung Coalition Against crime, kinuha po nila yung copies ng mga final ko para ganun, yun din ang susundin ng kanilang mga abogado to fight for yung mga innocenteng taong pinapatay. So, warning yan sa ating kapulisan. Do not take the law into your hands. Kapag inosente ang tawag yung plantingan ng droga, huwag kayong pumatay ng mga inosenteng tao because you never know when the people will fight back. So, I think that is our answer to this problem. Kasi, magulo eh. You're trying to solve a big problem, pero yung side effects, pernicious din. Di ba? Yung, sir.
Sige, meron nagbigay kasi sa akin ng figures, no? Sabi niya 6,000. According sa PNP.
Ang napatay, oo.
At 27,000 naman according sa human rights.
Okay.
Pag kinonvert po natin ito into feet, no? Average of fine, 5.5 foot, no? Isang tao. Yung 6,000 ay aabutin po ito ng 10 kilometers.
If you put them end on end.
Kung ipapile up po natin yung mga patay, no? Doon lang sa 6,000 na patay, aabot ng 10 kilometers.
Okay.
Pag kinonsider po natin yung 27,000 ng human
According to human rights. Okay.
45 kilometers po yan eh. Diba? I think walang normal na pag-iisip, no, na hindi na magtatanong eh.
Yes, I got what you mean. Yes, sir, I got what you mean. You are asking why it's like this.
That's, kasi, I think yung tanong po kasi, nire-reinforce ko lang, ano? Kasi it is a question of law, di ba? Kasi wala namang, sabi ko, enforcement, is a question of law, di ba? But yung issue ng human rights dito, kinakailangan mag-prevail, di ba?
I understand.
Although may mga study na sabi nga, this is a question of how to stop the supply and how to stop yung demands.
I think, sir,
maraming pag-aaral
the solution must be holistic.
Correct. So,
from the supply side and the demand side and the law enforcement side.
Kaya ang mga issue po dito kasi, it is a si Janet na sa hospital. This is an issue of mental health.
Dito.
It's not political.
It's already classified yung drug addict
I
as
think,
a
sir,
mental illness.
okay. Yes, sir. I think, sir.
Sa Pilipinas, iba?
Explain lang
Yes,
po namin.
it's economic.
Explain lang namin yung position namin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kasi sabi nga, sino ba yung civilization nagmula dito? The issue of decency, the issue of rule of law, dito nag-umpisa, kaya nakita natin maganda, di ba?
Yes,
Bakit hindi
yes.
natin gayahin?
Yun na nga, sir.
Di ba?
Our law enforcement here
So, it is
is far better. Our justice system here works in the United Kingdom. There's no question about that. In the United Kingdom, the justice system works. The law enforcement authority works. In the Philippines, is sort of dysfunctional. We have to admit it.
Dadagdag ko lang po, no? Yung kinakapatid nyo, sa Santillan, di ba? Si Richard.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
He's very lucky kasi nandiyan kayo eh. Di ba? How about the 6,000 nakakachinelas, di ba?
Yes,
And
sir.
27,000 na kung saan-saan na lang, kasi meron dumating dito eh, with pictures eh. Sabi niya, nung nandun ako, ang ganda ng sweldo ko. Basta nung may kaso, ganyan, nandun ka agad ako, kukuha ko ng pictures. And then dumating sa puntos niya, this is enough, this is enough. So nag-iikot po siya eh.
Actually, sir,
Pinapakita
to
niya
be truthful about this, madadagdag na yung galit ng PNP. Madadagdagan talaga yung galit ng PNP nito sa akin. Alam mo, sir, okay. It's more of the problem of the Philippine National Police talaga. May mga police dyan. And again, I repeat this is not, hindi po lahat ng police, ha? Pero may mga skalawag talaga dyan na even vagrants pinapatay. Ipapalabas na ng hold up, ipapalabas na nagbenta ng droga para may pang-promotion.
Nilalagyan.
May pang-promotion. I mean, admit it. Ako, no, itong bibig ko talaga, wala talaga tong ano. May mga iskalawag dyan na mga pulis na huhuli na mga vagrants. Yung mga vagransa diyan sa kalsada. Tinatago yan. Pinapakain hanggang kailangan nilang patayin. Pagkapatayin na, lalagyan na ng droga o ng hold up para may accomplishment, para ma-promoted. And I think this has been taken advantage of by these mga scalawags. So, kaya I'm doing what I can na ma-documented itong the way I handled the case of Richard Santillan para all others will have a way to fight back.
Okay.
Parang ito na yung template. Ito yung sundin natin. And then everybody does it. Maguguluhan sila, masakit sa ulo nila. Sooner or later they will stop.
Bibigyan na po natin sa Janet ng last yung fast.
Ano ba bang
Oo, pwede ba? Wala na ikaw na.
Si Kuya.
Si Kuya, may Kuya. Si Kuya.
Isang tanong lang
Oo.
Paano yung mga corruption sa atin hanggang ngayon umiiral pa rin?
Ganito yan, sir.
OFW, ano ang itutulog namin?
Yung corruption talaga there, it cannot be solved overnight. Nandyan na yung corruption ever since pa nagsimula tayo as a republic until now. It's very difficult to wipe it out. Although, sa panahon ni President Duterte, nababawasan yan. Pero meron pa rin. You know, in Singapore, yung pinaka-ombudsman nila, we have an equivalent in Singapore, yung anti-corruption agency. Alam mo yung rule nila doon, yung motto nila doon is swift and sure. Swift investigation, sure ang kulungan kapag guilty ka. That is why corruption has been significantly lessened in Singapore because Lee Kuan Yew was very unforgiving about that matter, about that thing. So, over time, naging culture na nila na maging malinis. Now, for us, it takes also a lot of political will to stop corruption. Again, I go back to the issue of political entanglements. Kung ang leader is, kung ako, leader ako, I have so many utang na loob dito, utang na loob dyan, pinagbigyan ko to, humingi ako dito, humingi ako doon, then I cannot cleanse corruption. Di po ba?
Kasi idadagdag ko po na nabanggit yung Singapore, no?
Yes, sir.
It's because yung criminal justice system po nila.
Really works. Kaya nga po sabi, swift and sure.
Kasi minsan yung mga jargons lang yan, di ba? But in reality, yung criminal justice system nila. Kasi po, si Lee Kuan Yew dito galing.
Yeah.
Nag-aral, di ba?
British
sabihin,
educated.
na-i-adapt niya, nakita niya rito, no? Gusto pa po namin talagang abalahin kayo, di ba? Kaya lang yung director natin, nagsasabi ng isa. So, bibigyan na po natin
Ito lang, sir, ang sabi.
sige.
I wish the Philippines was a British colony.
You wish as well.
Than it was American. Kasi sa American sila,
I have
gulong-gulo.
one question. Do you doubt the integrity and sincerity and honesty of Lee Kuan Yew? He built the nation from the from a third world to first world.
I have not seen any evidence that would lead me to question his integrity and sincerity. I have not seen that evidence yet. As a lawyer, I need evidence.
Correct.
So hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na nagdududa ako because I have no evidence. So as it stands, his integrity, his
The evidence
sincerity
is what
remains the
we
same.
see, isn't it? Open our eyes. Open our
Hindi,
eyes.
kasi baka mawala na yung cameraman natin.
sige.
Okay, so sana talagang mainit ang ating ang pag-uusap natin ngayon, and we want to make it lighter, attorney.
Okay.
Okay. So we have like a
yung mga
little
tanong
mini
niya?
fast talk.
Okay, go.
I know you had some last night, but this is
dami,
for
Ang
the
dami ng tanong.
OFW
Ang dami ng
UK.
tanong, brother.
So you are known to be the most loved public servant, although you
No, hindi na
lost.
po ako public servant. I'm just like an ordinary person like you and me, like Ronnie, like you, like everyone else.
But you are somebody who has, even though you're not in public office, but we believe that you are still serving the people in your cause. Yeah, even though you lost in our Philippine automated election.
I lost in accounting.
I lost in the counting
Not in the voting.
because of the automated election.
sabi
But
ni
you have
Stalin.
won the hearts
Oo nga.
of Filipinos worldwide. And if you are can describe your supporters, ano po yung mga description niyo sa kanila?
Well, that's really kind of hard. But I think the people who believe me, who supported me, I think they saw kung ano ako. How I come across sa inyo in person and in front of the camera. Wala akong tinatago. I mean, if they see that in me, what you see is what you get. And if they responded that with love, support, and trust, itong tatlo, love, support, and trust, I will always keep that in my heart. And I will keep, palagi ko sinasabi, maraming salamat, paulit-ulit kong sinabi yan, because for me, that is my debt of gratitude sa inyo.
LST. love, support, and trust.
Oh,
Yeah.
trust is the most important
Ah.
because you cannot force trust on any
Must
person.
be gained.
It must be gained, it must be earned, and it can be earned over time, not overnight. So, I'm very thankful. I think yung mga nagsusuporta are those who understood my message.
Yeah.
That if I were to describe them, they are the people who understood my message.
Kaya nga po, may umiyak kanina.
Who,
Who got your message?
who understood my message. It's not easy. But in the Philippines, it's very difficult to go out there in the barangays. Buti kung ako ang may-ari ng ABS-CBN or GMA7 or TV5 that I can send home my message right away. But it costs 936,000 per 30 second. We don't have that
But
money.
with the
You
OFW
can
Radio
order-
UK, potentially,
You
there
can-
are 10 million Filipinos.
Yeah,
If
the
we are,
OFWs,
they will be,
yes.
because this will
And
be the
that's,
mouthpiece of the OFW.
That's
Only
a very
in truth.
powerful
Only in
segment
truth, yeah,
of
only in
our
truth.
society, the OFWs. Kayo yun.
Okay.
Okay, next.
You are called the Tigre o Biliran. Okay? But if you could have a superhero, sino yun?
Wait muna. I'm not a tiger.
Bakit
I
mo
was
tinawag na
just...
Tigre ng Biliran?
I don't know because I was born in the year of the tiger. I just want to clarify that I was born in the
But
year
you
of
are
the
a
tiger.
fighter. I think
And then
it's more because you're a
they put
fighter.
tiger of Biliran. Bakit ka ba ako na tigre? Hindi naman ako tulad kay Lee Kuan Yew. Hindi naman ako tulad kay Stalin. Hindi naman ako tulad kay sino pa ba yung mga diktador dito sa Europe lang? O si Pol Pot.
Oh.
Hindi naman ako ganun. And I do not subscribe to killing people in order to achieve a purpose. No.
It's more of a
Now,
fearless siguro, yung fearlessness mo.
Siguro that's the point. Fearless. Ano nga ba yung tangot mo?
Sino yung superhero mo?
May superhero? Hindi naman siya superhero. Hindi siya superhero actually. Si Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Napuntahan
You've been
niyo
there.
sa Baker Street.
Sa Baker Street.
Nakapunta ka na?
Kahapon.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because
Sherlock Holmes.
I love his power of deduction
Yeah.
and induction.
Okay.
Pelikula yan.
Yeah, I know. I have a complete set of Sherlock Holmes in my library.
Okay.
So I think I have 2 sets. One from a different author, the other is from a different author.
Okay.
Yung so hindi siya superhero because I don't believe in superheroes.
Okay.
We are all humans. We are imperfect.
Okay.
We live with what we have.
Okay.
So kung meron man akong titingalain si Sherlock Holmes lang 'yon.
Okay. The last time you cried? And who made you cry?
I have three. The most recent ones was to this trip. When I went to the concentration camp in Plassenberg in Germany, I was brought there.
Okay.
I mean, when I was in Italy, I went to churches around. I prayed for Richard. I want him to reach heaven. I want him to get vindication. I want him to get justice. That's all I can do while I'm alive here on earth. So yun ang hinihiling ko, but my tears never rolled when I was in Italy. When I went to Plassenberg in Germany, in that concentration camp, doon ako sa Christ in the Dungeon Chapel. I was alone. Nandun yung image ni Jesus Christ. My tears flowed. And yung recollection ko sa crimes ni Richard was very vivid. I felt the sorrow in that place. And then I left my tears there in the cross. Yung sabi ko, ikaw na ang bahala sa lahat ng hinihingi ko sa'yo. Then, I went to the Basilica in Germany. That's the Basilica of John the Evangelist, where yung image ni Jesus Christ on the cross, pinagtadyak-tadyakan yun ng mga Czech soldiers after the war, naputol nitong dalawa. So wala na siya, ito ng body na lang. And then they tried to burn that cross. Hindi po nasunog yung cross na yun. And the image of Christ, so they put it in that basilica. I went there, I cried again, and I left my tears there. That was the second time. The third one is in Sacré-Cœur in France. I was praying to the Sacred Heart, and then lumabas yung mga, I think that was the Archbishop of France. May mga pari doon, marami sila. Lahat ng mga nandun sa corridor, hinawi nila except me. I was the only one left in the corridor. Yung isang security na narinig ni JR na papunta na siya sa akin, hihilain niya ako. Then the other security said, no, don't stop him, he's in the middle of his prayer. But I think he saw my tears rolling down my eyes. Nandyan sa harap ng Sacred Heart. And then, dumaan lang yung mga pari dito at yung obispo dito sa gilid ko. They never pulled me out. But all the rest, pinaalis nila. So, I left my tears there. Then 2 days, the day I landed here, yun na yung dalawang killers. 20 kasi ang pumatay kay Richard. Yung dalawa, sumurrender na. 4 months after the warrant of arrest came out. For me, that was a miracle. And I thank God for that. Those were the tears that I shed. The most recent ones.
Meron ka ba?
Your last crying was in Europe. You left your tears.
In the church.
In the church, okay.
And I left it for God.
Emoticon questions.
Ano
What
yung
makes you
emoticon
smile or happy?
Getting to talk to people.
Yeah.
What makes you sad or cry?
When I remember the injustice that they did to Richard.
What makes you angry or mad?
That same issue. Yung pagpatay kay Richard and then yung election fraud, because I know kung gaano kalawak yung epekto nito, not only to me because I was a victim, but to all the rest of us far into the future. Ito lang yung dalawang issue. Election fraud and the murder of Richard. That's what makes me so angry.
What do you like best to do in your spare time?
Gagawa ng kaso sa mga polis. That's really what I do in my spare time.
I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Okay? That is not difficult task for you to ask you that. Can you take that cup of
Water?
that is a cup of suffering of the people. You can easily take it. The Matthew 36:39 it says that if only this cup can pass over me, get rid of me, get rid of this cup. To get rid of this cup, literally it's easy. The cup of suffering of the people that I'm talking, cup is CUP. Corruption, unemployment, and poverty. If you have the answer to do that, we will carry the cross. Because that is the main problem. But we know that there is an answer for that. The only way to solve corruption, unemployment, poverty, that is at the moment the sickness of the country. How you get rid of that? We already talked about it. Put the rule of law. The rule of law, nothing else. Because corruption is an abuse of law.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Unemployment,
I think-
because of this as well, it's because of the corruption. That's why if you can take this cup of suffering of the people, you deserve to lead the country.
Sir, I was thinking actually that if ever I will run in the next elections,
Yeah.
aside of course from clean and honest elections, I would work for speedy administration of justice. Because
Yes.
when you make justice speedy, quick, it's just the same in Singapore.
Yeah.
Quick and sure.
Yes.
So, when you do that, you actually reinforce the rule of law.
Yes.
Gusto niyo po ako magdagdag dyan?
Sige, sir.
Oh.
Kasi the difference, the fundamental difference kasi ng administration of justice, di ba? Kung ang administration ay nandun lang sa kukunti.
Yeah.
Kaya nga
Only
po,
the rich can afford justice.
Kaya nga, when we campaign, Singapore ang criminal justice system, they don't call it jury, but a panel. Kapag malaki na ang issue, di ba? Hindi lang sa isang tao. No? But we are campaigning for the jury kasi pag wala.
Yeah, I can add na lang on the jury system, ha. Ganito, sir. With respect, I'm leaning towards jury system because in the first place kasi in the Philippines, when you make a decision, di ba, only one judge will judge your case. Regional trial court, municipal trial courts, isang judge lang yan. It's a single judge sala. But the judge is required to write the facts and the law in which his decision is based. It takes a lot of time for the judge to write down the facts, the law, and the decision on which it is based. That's why the administration of justice is snail-paced. Ang bagal. Because, like for example, may kaso kayo, may kaso ka. I have to write all the decisions for each one of you.
Kasi po, pag tinignan
Whereas in a
natin-
jury system,
Correct.
when the jury says guilty, bang, guilty. No more.
And also the weakness. The judge is one. He's prone to intimidation. You have a
Yes.
family, I said, look. But here, there are many of them.
Yes,
If only
yes.
one judge, Judge Chong, you have 3 children there.
Yeah, I know. Padalan
what
ka
will
na
you
ng
do?
picture ng anak mo nasa
So,
papuntang
you know,
eskwelahan, you know already what
And
it
then,
means.
only Jesus Christ was not able to go to that temptation. Ito yung 500 million.
So,
Yeah, I know.
sige
Okay,
po, kasi
that is how we
may
do
last question pa?
Okay. Pwede ba
Meron
ba?
pa pala. O sige,
So,
one more.
Pastor Karen, if you could shorten your life expectancy by 10 years to become more attractive and active. When you age like mga ano na ka na,
No,
75 ka na.
Wait. Ano, what was the question?
If you reach a stage in your life na you are like old na, you are
Okay.
85 years old,
Okay.
and if you can shorten your life expectancy by 10 years, you know,
So, pababain ko?
oo, to become more attractive and active kasi you're weak na at that time, you're not attractive anymore,
Okay.
would you do it?
I don't think I would want to no. Ako, sir, I always look at life as, I mean, you're here on earth.
It's a journey.
It's either you live your life for yourself selfishly, or you live your life according to God wants you to be. Okay, di ba? I mean, if I'm destined to live at 85, who am I to challenge God and put it down to 75 basta maging bata uli ako? I mean, that is something, aside from the fact that it is physically impossible, I do not want to double on things that could
Baka gusto
probably
nyo, ang
challenge
ibig
God.
sabihin, Tony, baka Botox.
Yung magpapalagay ka kung ano-ano na lang ang i-inject sa'yo para lang maging bata ka.
Pwede rin yun.
If I were 75 years old, baka pagdating ko doon sa langit, 75 years old din ako. I would rather die young, pagdating ko doon, young din ako. Dahil pagdating ko doon, 90 years old
last
ka na,
three
di ba?
questions,
Okay,
attorney.
go.
About you, for your heart. Who is the most gorgeous lady you have met?
Secret.
I have met a lot of them. Okay, wait ha. I've met a lot of people.
Tapri.
Wait. I have met a lot of people. And then my answer is made public. So that if I choose 3, I have more enemies. I will have displeased so many because I chose the 3. So I will not choose any one of them.
Correct.
But you have somebody that you love best.
I love my mother best.
So very safe question.
No, very safe answer. No, my mom has supported me ever since.
Just like with any son.
Oh, my mom has supported me more than anything in many ways. Kahit yung dalawa kong kapatid, galit na galit sa mami ko. Actually, my sister doesn't talk to my mother because she's so angry at why my mother is supporting me. And that's why I would like to give this time my answer to my mother. She deserved it.
Napakarami nagmamahal sa'yo, attorney. Ano yung message mo to that person na who makes you happy and makes you feel loved?
I don't think it's a person. It's so many persons, so many people who makes me happy, who makes me feel loved. And that I wish I could return. And I want to return it to them. The love. I mean, hindi talaga ako pipili ng isang tao because I know there's so many of them. If pipili ako ng isang tao, except of course when I say my mother, every one of us has a mother, of course. But kung sasabihin kong ibang tao na special to me, I would say no one. Because for me, I'm public property.
Katulad ng Mandela.
Yes, sir. For me, I'm public property. And anyone who loves me, I love in return.
It's just like Mandela.
Thank you, attorney.
So,
Ate Janet.
okay, kukunin ko yung
Ano ka na ha, yung parang sa artista.
Attorney,
Sir?
ano po yung message nyo, yung closing message natin?
Closing message natin.
Mga kababayan, I would like to thank each and every one of us here dito, yung mga kasama ko, for giving me this opportunity to reach out to you, to talk to you from my heart. I know that this fight is very difficult. Hindi ko po kaya itong mag-isa. And I hope I have imparted to you the message na kailangan po natin magkaisa para po sa bayan natin. You are very fortunate you are in this place where work conditions are better, education, medical, healthcare, the system works here. But in our country, I do not say na it's imperfect. There are so many things that we need to work to uplift the lives of our people. Pero hindi po kaya yun ng isang tao lamang. And I'm not saying na ako yun. But for as long as I can send you the message, I will send you the message. Let's find a leader that we can band together and fight para mabago po ang takbo ng buhay ng bawat Pilipino. Ever since when I first ran, ang motto ko talaga is the power to change our destiny lies in our own hands. If we choose wisely, we will reap the benefits of a good choice. If we choose wrongly, all of us will collectively suffer the same fate. Pag ninakaw pa po ang ating choice, wala na po tayong kalaban-laban. That's why, kahit magmukha akong sirang plaka, I keep harping on this message. We need to clean our election system. We need to choose the right leader. We need to bond together, work together to uplift our countrymen back there in the Philippines. It's not only for others, but for your family as well, because they are there. So whatever imperfection there are in the system, we'll work together to achieve solutions for this. Hindi yung quick fix solutions, solutions that will last, solutions that will bring our country to the forefront of the next century, that will make the future of our people brighter and will assure us a better future. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Okay, napakaganda po ng mensahe, no, mula sa puso, no? At nakikita natin yung vision, no? So kailangan talaga natin yung visionary, no? So napakaganda. Maraming pong salamat, Atty. No?
My pleasure.
Salamat. It's a
Maraming
pleasure.
salamat
It's a
sa inyo lahat,
privilege.
brother.
Maraming
It's a
salamat.
privilege
Thank you very
at
much, sir.
magpapaalam na din po kami kasi yung director natin,
Salamat,
pare,
sir.
May pasok.
yung closing mo. Yung,
Okay, magandang maraming po Senator.
Ay, ikaw talaga, Kuya Ray.
Sa oras na yun yung binigay
Yes,
sa aming
yes, yes.
OFW. At maraming salamat din po sa aming mga tagapakinig at tagapanood sa inyong lahat. Hanggang sa muli po, OFW Radio UK.
si Sister Janet.
Thank you sa OFW Radio Online UK sa pagkakataon na ito, sa special na edition. Salamat rin sa ating special guest, si Atty. Chong, na talagang naging inspirasyon ng buong sambayanang Pilipino na ang mga ordinaryong Pilipino kaya po makapagkiisa para po sa pagtunay na pagbabago na inasam natin.
Okay.
Okay, once again, nagpapasalamat po kami dito po sa OFW Radio UK. Ito po ang usapang ng mga OFW. At once again, kami po ay nagpapasalamat at dalangin po namin ang sa lahat at lalo-lalo na kay Atty. Chong.
Thank you, sir.
Sana i-touch niya yung puso ng Panginoon at sana ay bigyan siya ng wisdom, courage at katatagan, makinig sa boses sa Panginoon kung ito ba talagang para sa iyo. Kung ito ay para sa iyo, no one can stop it. Kaya kami naman, narinig namin, mga kababayan dito sa mga sumusubaybay sa Radio OFW UK, ay narinig po ninyo. At kami rin ay yung kanyang mga deliberasyon. Kami naniniwala, sincere po siya sa kanyang mga sinasabi. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, at muli po, nagpapasalamat po tayo kay Atty. Chong. At pinagbigyan po tayo, yung OFW Radio UK. At nagpapasalamat po tayo sa host.
Ating host.
Yes, salamat.
Thank you for the
At okay, maraming salamat. No? At of course, yung mga nandun sa likod, si Mami. Oh.
So Derek.
Derek. Maraming salamat at sa mga taga-biliran, no? You are lucky. Napakaswerte, mapalad kayo. At mayroong isang katulad po ni Atty. Chong, ni Glenn Chong, na sabi nga, maliit man yung lugar, ay nandun naman yung kalakihan ng pag-iisip at kalakihan ng kabutihan ng puso, no? So, marami pong salamat at ito po ang inyong anak, kapatid, kapamilya sa Facebook. Team Sapur ko po, marami pong salamat at naway God bless you and God bless the Philippines po.